In today's video, I am going to tell you exactly what you need to be doing as a new realtor to ensure you make money as soon as possible and to avoid becoming a statistic. And that's coming up right now. Hey everyone, welcome back to Freedom Agents. My name is Marc Brenner. I'm a team leader and realtor here in Atlanta, Georgia, and this channel is all about helping you close more deals. In today's video, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do as a new realtor, and it doesn't matter if you're a young realtor, fresh out of high school or college, or if you're starting in the middle of life as a new career. This information applies no matter what when you're getting into real estate. There's only really one thing that you need to figure out. If you've watched my previous videos, you probably understand by now I'm really big on clarity. There is so much noise in this industry. The biggest problem that I see with new real estate agents is all the ancillary items that they're focused on to create their business. The problem is most of those items are not money-making activities, and so they are not important, especially at the start of your real estate career. Now, my goal is for you to be really excited because there is truly only one skill standing in between where you are right now and where you want to be, which I'm going to assume is selling a lot of homes. You see, real estate, in my opinion, is the most amazing profession in America. It has the lowest barrier to entry with the highest possibility for income. I have seen new realtors straight out of high school make more yearly income in their first few years than doctors and lawyers who have been in school for 7 to 8 years. Now, I have also seen a lot of new realtors spin their wheels, get frustrated, and quit after a year or two. In fact, most people will tell you that the failure rate in the first 5 years of being a real estate agent is 87%. So we have a situation where you have a line of work, a career, with an incredible potential for income. You can make as much as you can sell. And you can also build that business up and sell it as a business if you want at some point in the future. On the other hand, you have 87% of people who get into this with that goal in mind failing, quitting, or just giving up. So what is the gap between having such amazing potential, truly life-changing money? I mean, we're talking not just 6 figures, but potentially multiple 6 figures and 7 figures. And we're talking about an extremely high failure rate industry. So what is the variable in this equation? What is the ultimate determining factor in seeing if someone succeeds and has a lifestyle beyond what they dreamed possible and someone who gets frustrated and quit? Well, I'll tell you right now, the missing piece is the skill of lead generation. That is the only thing standing in the way between you and the lifestyle that you dream of, is the skill of lead generation. And if you've noticed, that's what my channel is all about, okay? I talk about different ways to do it, but ultimately, all of my videos are to help you focus on this one thing. Now, sure, I can make videos about how to schedule a showing and what to tell people as you're walking through. I can make videos about how to negotiate when you get an inspection back. I can make videos about how to do branding and marketing the right way. But honestly, none of those pieces of information will help you be successful, because you will not have the opportunity to do any of those things until you actually have clients to work with. So this video, this channel, my group, Freedom Agents, is all about helping you develop the skill of lead generation. Now, just to hype you up a little bit more, I want you to be excited because this skill does not only apply to real estate, okay? If you were to move on to another career at some point, whatever whatever you do in life, if it's related to sales, the skill of lead generation will make sure that you're never out of work. This is a skill that very few people have, especially developing leads organically for free. There are major technology companies that like to throw money at this equation, but I just want to encourage you to invest in yourself. Go all in. Set everything else aside. Okay, set the logo and the website and the branding and the marketing and even the customer service aside for now. Okay, hopefully this is helpful for you. This is helpful for me. I know that when my mind is decluttered and clear of other stuff, I am so much more effective. That's what I'm trying to do with you right now. Clear your mind of all your grand ideas of the 12 different projects that you're working on right now, and understand that the first and only thing that you need to figure out before you move on to anything else is how to generate leads organically. And this is exactly what you should be focused on as a new realtor. All right, now honestly, you could turn the video off right now and you're half the way there. It may not seem like a big deal or overly complicated. It's not, obviously, but just to share my experience, I did not focus on lead generation consistently until a year and a half into my real estate career. And I see plenty of real estate agents who don't focus on this problem for years and they're just scraping to get by. There's a little bit of luck involved. They may do some things well without really knowing it, but just clearing your deck of all the other BS that goes along in this industry and encouraging you to focus on lead generation before any other tasks is literally going to put you at the head of the pack of everyone else that you're getting into this industry with. So now you understand that the only real challenge you have, the only thing that you need to be focused on as a new real estate agent is generating leads. Let's talk a little bit about lead generation. Now, what I'm going to do is give you the high-level framework for lead generation so that you can really understand it and embody it. Then I'll present some options for the path you can go down in terms of lead generation, and we'll stop there, okay? I have full-length videos about the details of each method of lead generation, which you can follow up on, but today's video is all about clearing your mind, creating that one goal of lead generation, and then starting to think about some of the things that you're going to focus on in terms of lead gen. So at a very high level, when you're looking to generate leads, there's two groups, two buckets: people that you know and people that you don't know. Now, people that you know should be your first and biggest focus, because this is most likely where your first pieces of business are going to come from. Now, that is not always the case, so keep that in mind. Actually, my first piece of business came from an open house, which was lead generation to people that I don't yet know. So this isn't a rule, but the first bucket is people that you already know. And the good news is, these are the easiest people to market to. All you really need to do is to make sure you're top of mind as a real estate professional among the people that already know you. So what does that look like? Well, it definitely looks like posting in any social media that you're a part of. The big one here is Facebook and Instagram. Of all the platforms, those are the two that you most likely have the most amount of friends that you know in real life. And so when you post on those platforms, people that you know and interact with on a daily basis are probably going to see those posts. So we're going to keep this super simple because I don't want to leave any room for you to go, well, what do I do for this and what do I do for that? Okay, hear me very clearly. I don't care what you post on Facebook or Instagram. I highly recommend you do at least one post a day, and you occasionally work in some real estate related stuff. But every post does not need to be about real estate, and it should not be about real estate. Okay, I would encourage you to make it as personable and story-like as you possibly can. Now, just going through a few other ways that we market to people that we already know, especially if you've just gotten licensed, Handwritten letters are a fantastic free way to really impress people. Whoever you feel comfortable with writing a handwritten letter to, just saying, hey, I've gotten into this new career. I'm really excited about it. I hope you're doing well. This could also be a phone call or text. Now, hear me when I say this. I am not asking you to reach out to anyone that you feel uncomfortable reaching out to. This is something that as a new real estate agent, when I was at Keller Williams and we went through Bold and they had us calling everyone in their phone, I had a lot of anxiety about that method. And the reason for my anxiety in those situations was that I had not invested in those relationships enough to have really the grounds to talk about real estate and ask for business. So no one is asking you to do that. Again, all you really have to do is create authentic connections and start to deepen those connections over time. But marketing to people that you already know is just simply looking at the groups that you're a part of. So Facebook, workout groups, religious groups, any hobbies that you have, and finding ways to make sure that you deepen those relationships and that they're aware you're a real estate agent, whether that's posting pictures of your closings, posting home tours. Don't overcomplicate it. Just find ways to make sure the people that you already know are aware that you're a real estate agent. All right, so we covered marketing to people that you already know. And I know it was brief because it's really not complicated. Use your mind, do some trial and error. You really can't go wrong. Now let's talk about how you can market to people that you don't know. And this is really the skill that if you can develop, you're never going to go poor. Whether it's in real estate or some other kind of sales, if you crack the code on how to get your phone ringing with people who want to work with you, you are going to be in a great spot. That is an invaluable skill. Now, the good news is there's really not that many different ways to market people that you don't know. So I am going to give you a list of the most common ones, and all you're going to do is pick one, maybe two, that suit your personality and lifestyle the best. So you get to choose, but you do have to choose something. I would say either one or two methods that I'm about to say. So basically your options are, I'm going to read off my list here. You can market to people that you don't know through lists. Now, when I say lists, I mean email lists. If you've ever got a marketing email, this is what I'm talking about. This involves creating email campaigns, paying for lists of emails, and sending out emails until you get responses. I don't recommend choosing this method to start because it is cost prohibitive and it develops quite a bit of skill to do this at a high level. The second is creating content, which obviously I'm the biggest fan of. The third is running ads. It could be Facebook or Google or whatever. I'm not a huge fan of that because you're just starting out and you probably don't have much of a budget for ads. Also, the major skill when running ads is conversion. If you don't have that skill, it's going to be challenging to convert paid ads. The fourth is referrals, building a referral-based business, which we've already established we're doing. You can't not choose this one. When I talk about referrals, that falls into the bucket of people that you already know. And as you help people buy and sell homes, those will be people that you continue to market to, provide value for, with the goal of getting referrals from them. So you will be utilizing this method, but referrals does not really fall into the category of marketing to people that you don't know. Number 5 is affiliate marketing, where you partner with a business and incentivize them to bring you customers. I don't recommend this. It usually costs a good bit of money and it's pretty high level. 6 is cold outbound. Now, cold outbound just means cold calls. This is very popular in real estate. You could be calling for sale by owners. You could be calling expired listings. You could be circle prospecting like Ricky Carruth. It all works. It's also excruciating to do it first. There's a lot of rejection. You've got to have the stomach for it. So I don't like it, but there are agents who crush it on cold outbound. That's going to depend on your personality. And then the last one I would say is open houses and door knocking. Now, this is a fantastic way to generate business really soon because typically at open houses, you're meeting with people that are ready to buy. But the big drawback to open houses and door knocking and cold calling is that unless you have the phone in your hand or you're knocking on the door or you're hosting the open house, you're not generating leads. It's not a leveraged lead generation activity, as opposed to running an ad that can generate leads while you sleep. Or even better, a YouTube video that you made for free that people are discovering while you sleep and you wake up to see that someone booked a Zoom call with you, which happens to me almost every day, which is why I'm such a huge proponent for creating content. So there you have it. Those 7 items really cover about 99% of the ways that anyone in any industry can generate leads. So now it's up to you to say, how much time do I have? What is my personality like? What are the things that I can really commit to? And when I say commit, I mean committing to improving your skills, so researching that lead generation and getting better and better at it. And then what frequency can you commit to executing? Whether it's picking up the phone for 3 hours a day to cold call, whether it's hosting 2 to 3 open houses a week or door knocking 50 doors a week. Everyone has a different bandwidth depending on their situation. And look, it doesn't matter if you only have 1 day to do it. We'll work with whatever you're available to do, but you've got to create a plan that you're going to stick to because this is a marathon and not a sprint. And so whatever you choose, be prepared to do it for 6 to 8 months before you really start to see results. So there you have it. And I know that seems really simple and honestly maybe a little vague in some ways, but really hear me when I say this is the best advice that you're going to get as a new realtor, okay? First of all, we eliminated all of the crap that comes up for new realtors, even the training classes and the lender lunches and all the checking emails and like mingling with people and going to mixers and marketing events. Nope, we scraped all of that, okay? We are solely focused as a new realtor on developing the skill of lead generation, okay? That's number 1. So you're already ahead of the pack. Now, we know we need to create a plan for marketing to people that we already know. Okay, so you're going to say to yourself, okay, I do 1 Facebook post a day. Okay, I'm going to send out 3 handwritten letters a week. Okay, I'm going to send out 5 emails a week. Whatever it is, okay, I don't care. Pick something, stick to it for a period of time, and then you can look at the results and adapt. So we know we're focusing on leads and we know we need to market to people that we already know. Now we need to market to people that we don't already know. So we need to pick, what can I commit to mastery? What can I commit to over the next 8 months? Researching, getting better, Googling it, YouTubing it, looking at all the different people who use this tactic. For instance, let's just walk through an example. You go through the list I just outlined and you say, you know what? Open houses are my jam. I love being at the house and seeing the people. I'm willing to do open houses Saturday and Sunday every weekend for 52 weeks a year. Okay, well, part of that journey is going to be how to host the best open house possible. I do have a video about this, by the way, but point being, you're going to look at every realtor who posted a video about hosting an open house. You're going to go to your brokerage and ask who's the best at hosting open houses. You're going to get all the information that you can about how to crush it with open houses, and you're going to create your own strategy using the best practices. And you're going to create a plan. I, John Doe, commit to hosting an open house Saturday and Sunday every week for 30 weeks of the year or for 10 weeks of the year, whatever it is, pending your schedule. Just decide and stick to it. And that's it. That really is all you need to do as a new realtor to make sure you're successful. You need to focus on lead generation. You need to have a plan for marketing to people you already know. And you need to decide how you're going to market to people that you don't know and then commit to mastery for that tactic. Now, I highly recommend content creation because it's leveraged. People reach out to you even when you're not doing doing it, you're also scaling an audience, which is incredibly valuable if you ever want to go sell your business. They're warmer leads because they feel like they know you already, but social media is not for everyone. But here is what I'll say, and I'll leave you with this. If you didn't hear anything on the list that sounded like you could do it, we've kind of got a problem, okay? You have to do something. If you're not willing to commit to lead generating, to commit to marketing to people that you know and don't know consistently over a period of 8 months, you're in big danger of becoming a statistic. And that's just the reality. Now, some people who get into this line of work didn't realize that their job was sales, that lead generation was the number one thing. And that's really important that you know that, because not everyone has the stomach for it. But that is the truth of the situation. So in videos to come, I'll go more in depth about marketing to people that you know and marketing people that you don't know. But my main goal for today's video was have you walk away with extreme clarity. I hope you feel like you have a weight lifted off your chest, because there's all this stuff that really doesn't matter. But if you can lay your head on the pillow at night knowing that you executed on your commitment for lead generation, you're on the path to success. Trust me, very few realtors can commit to lead generating consistently enough over a long period of time. So if you can just commit to that marathon and execute, the life of your dreams is waiting on the other end. So I really hope you found that beneficial. I hope it excited you and provided you value. Please do me a favor and like and subscribe if you can. And if you are interested in potentially looking at eXp Realty as your brokerage and you want me as your personal coach and sponsor, you can book a Zoom call with me, call me, email me, whatever you want to do. But I would love to partner with you at eXp Realty. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.